The average person takes 16 breaths per minute, over 23,000 in a day. That's over 600 million in a lifetime.
Take a deep breath.
Breathing is something we take for granted. We do it without thinking. But for as many as 132,000 Americans, it isn't that simple. Their bodies don't get the oxygen needed to accomplish even the simplest task.
I remember getting ready for work and putting my boots on, and I was tying my shoes, and I got tired. I was breathing heavy.
A diagnosis of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, or IPF, is more than just frightening. It can be a death sentence.
When I tell someone that I have IPF, oftentimes the first response is they begin to cry.
I needed somebody to help me because I'm being told that my husband's dying and my children were so young, and I never set out to raise my children by myself.
I was 47 when I started having an insidious cough that didn't seem to go away.
Are you okay?
My patients used to say, "Doctor, you need a doctor."
I was diagnosed right at the 1st of March last year, and it is a terminal illness.
Thousands of people die from this little understood condition. It's an incredibly dangerous disease that most people have never heard of.
I mean, it's crazy. I had no idea what IPF was, and then all of a sudden, two people, my grandfather and then somebody that I work closely with, finds out he has it. It's a scary thing, especially when you never hear about it.
There's a form of this disease we call familial pulmonary fibrosis that develops in families.
I think it was in the hospital where they finally put 2 and 2 together. I'm coming out next week. My flight gets in at 7:30 p.m.
Okay.
Now we have 2 deaths in the family from pulmonary fibrosis. What does this mean for our family?
Watching somebody like my grandfather, who was Evel Knievel, this iconic daredevil, this guy who is unbreakable, who can do anything. He's like a superhero to a lot of people. Watching him wither away to a disease that was just sucking the life out of him is really what drove me to want to be involved with spreading awareness for this.
IPF is a really poorly understood disease. There have been a lot of really smart researchers working on this disease for years, and they've made some progress. But there's still a lot more work to be done.
I said, well, what does that mean? He says, it means you're going to die in about 3 years. What?
But it isn't just about the number of breaths these brave people have left. It's about the moments that take their breath away.
The hope is people getting passionate about doing something, raising awareness, somehow getting other people involved. The hope keeps us going. It can keep us going.
No one knows better than they do that when you have idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, every breath counts.